Hey guys, welcome back to the Lovin Dubai Show podcast. 59 violations of the midday break scheme. We went a little bit deeper into that. We also talked about adorable snaps of Dubai royal newlyweds in Greece.
Adorable is an understatement. These are the cutest photos you see on the internet and your daily dose of love that you need to see. We also spoke about a family that's road tripping across 16 countries.
Could you do it? Could you road trip with your family? Please take a listen. Good morning, Dubai. Welcome back to the Lovin Dubai Show, where we go through the top trending stories that everyone across the country is talking about. Our top story today, 59 violations of the midday break scheme.
And then we're going to talk about the adorable snaps of Dubai's newlyweds in Greece.
Yes, we are. Then, question to you. There is a family starting a 16-country road trip in a 73-year-old car. And our question to you is, could you do that with your family?
Definitely not.
Definitely not. More props to them. But before we get into the show, we have Shahir in the morning, which means daily affirmations are coming your way. Good morning.
Hey, good morning.
How are you doing? You got a nice little henna yesterday?
Yep, I got a little heart. It wasn't by choice.
You got 2 henna yesterday.
Well, the other one, so don't get threatened by these weapons. That was supposed to say something.
That came out really well.
It's not what it looks like. It's
Okay.
not a word anymore.
It's not what it's meant to be.
I think it was supposed to say like passionate. I think. I don't remember anymore. And I can't tell, to be honest, so we'll take it as it is.
Was it a reminder to kind of like be passionate about what you're doing?
Well,
in
it's
life?
for female, which none of you guys told me prior. So
Yeah.
the office came in, well, Casey went around giving what we thought was stickers, but they were henna tattoos, all for Emirati Women's Day in specific. I didn't know that. I can read Arabic, but not calligraphy, so I didn't know any better.
They were positive affirmations for ladies on an important day.
100%.
Speaking of positive affirmations, my favorite thing to wake up to when I'm on a weekend, I turn on a positive affirmation podcast. However, why bother when I have Shahir next to me, who knows them off by heart?
Good point.
So,
yeah, sorry. I was going to say you're worthy.
so let's kick off with Hayley Olo. She says, good morning, Lovin Dubai.
Good morning, Hailey. Hope today brings you everything you want.
Narti says, morning.
Morning, Narcy. Thanks for tuning in.
Delight Dazzle says, good morning.
You're the delight, and you're the dazzle.
Okay, Imran, let's make it tougher. Imran Hunzai says, Star Trek fans?
Imran Hunzai, I'll let you know that not a single episode has been watched. But for you, I'll watch the entire anthology. Anthology is the word, right?
I don't know. How Deep Sandeep says, how deep, Sandeep?
You know what? So deep, I still feel the pain. I'll let you know that much. So deep, thank you.
Right back at you. And then lastly, Pilot Rizwan says, the hills are alive in Dubai.
I don't know what that means, but I'm just grateful for you each morning.
You don't know what that means?
No, what does that mean?
So if you joined the show before we went live on the full show, Shahir gave us a beautiful good morning song. So the hills are alive with the sound of music.
Oh, no way!
It's a sound of music reference.
Well, look at that. I brought the hills back to life. Thanks, Pilot Rizwan.
It's 8:33, the question we put to you yesterday, and we really want to get your thoughts on this because I hear a lot of positive, a lot of negative. Lovin Dubai, let us know, are dating apps working for you?
Oh, you're asking me? Honestly, I can safely say yes, it has for me personally, but everyone else around me, definitely not. Like, everyone has a really, really hard time.
Yeah.
What about you?
I've been lucky.
Amen.
I've been lucky, but what I would say is I just think they're a necessary evil and essential. Because how else? Like, how many people have met people dating apps versus actually in real life? You can't meet someone at work. It's tricky at the gym.
It's so
And like
tricky.
whatever, like I don't do anything other than that. Like when you're out with friends, you're not looking. It's very hard to meet someone in real life. So dating apps, they don't work until they work, and you have to go through the journey, and you have to go through, and you get ups and downs, highs and lows, funny stories, terrible stories, until the good story comes along.
But that's the best way to see it. So like life is a series of lottery tickets that you purchase. The more you purchase, the more you have chances at winning. Because like it was a 4-year struggle I'd have, to meet the one on a dating app. It's not easy, but perseverance will get you everywhere.
I was 6 years single in this city. It's not easy, but you get there.
Sooner or later.
You get there in the end. So we want to know, have they worked for you? And if they haven't, we have some good stories that come through when we ask this question. I always see it on Facebook groups, people saying, like, go through it, go through the journey. And you meet people from all over. That's the amazing thing about Dubai. The problem is, on the flip side, they are from all over and eventually they could leave,
Yeah. Look, I think another side to it is like younger people on dating apps, like they have like one thing in mind. And like older people, like you're ready to settle. You're almost like accepting whatever comes your way. You're like, fine, I love you. Like time is ticking in a sense. So you just want what you can get. And like you're also more open to meeting people of different backgrounds and stories, so that plays a role into it.
That's so funny.
It's true though.
What is your definition of old and young?
You'll know. You'll know which category you fall into. You're the young one, by the way.
That is not true. Noor Official, the only one, says it's better to meet in person than dating apps. 100%. But my question is, isn't it tricky to meet in person?
Pilot Rizwan said basically yeah, but basically no. So it can happen. And also like people in the office got married through online dating initially and then they got to meet in person. Like it is something that does work out. Your alternative is like brunches and having liquid courage like push you to actually do what you want. Or like
yeah, but then that's like you're in an environment where there's drinks involved and stuff. It's just not, it may not be the best place. I'm fine with dating apps. What I won't be fine with if it becomes this like AI metaverse dating. So you don't even bother to have the coffee. You do it in the metaverse so that you're like, you're your avatar. And then it takes you even longer to meet them in real life. That's the stage that I won't be okay with. But forcing yourself to go out and meeting someone new, it's not comfortable. It's never pleasurable. It's awkward. But eventually,
when you said AI, I thought you were talking about like dating an AI bot. I was going to say that's a whole other level of sad.
That's what,
Like an online date, okay, sad, but like to date a robot, like, come on.
Come on. I'd still be using ChatGPT for my conversations, but okay. It's 8:37 on this bright and beautiful Wednesday morning, and we bring you our top story today: 59 violations of the midday break scheme. So since summer in the UAE, as we are all aware, can reach extremely high temperatures, the UAE implements a mandatory midday break for those who work outdoors. The midday break scheme has been put into effect for years, from June 15th until September 15th, when the weather gets quite hot.
So the UAE Ministry of Human Resources and Emiratisation has carried out more than 67,000 inspection visits from June 15th to August 17th and found 59 violations. And they found that a total of 130 workers were affected by the breach. Which is insane, by the way.
Now, violators may face fines of 5,000 dirham per worker. And the Ministry of Human Resources and Emiratisation state, we recognise the remarkable level of compliance shown by the majority of private sector establishments and encourage them to continue their commitment to the midday break scheme, which is happening from 12:30 to 3 p.m. from, as I said, June 15th to September 15th.
What are your thoughts? I mean, like, you can only think so poorly of these companies and organizations that are taking people's like lives for granted almost, because like summer is really hot and none of us can bear going into our cars, and then when you have like all these workers that are outside doing the absolute most to make the city so beautiful and to like essentially fund whatever it is that you've invested in, like where's the human element?
Yeah, exactly. I was just going to say, I think it's really, we are all keenly aware of how hot it is in very short spurts of time. Like if I have to go to the car a couple times during the day, I'm like, oh, it's so hot. How could I live? But the reality is, even before and after, like there's people working outside, and these rules are obviously in place for a purpose. And just well done to the municipality for not just saying it as a rule, but forcefully encouraging and making sure that the inspections are done across the private sector to ensure that they're being upheld. They found 59 companies violating it. I'm sure their fines, as we said, the fines are in place per worker, 5k. That's no small sum. So hopefully that will ensure that next summer the violations will be a lot less. Yeah,
it does put the fear of God into you, and like 5k per worker, like I'm so glad that is what the rule is, because it shows like each life matters, and like it's just like again the human element. Like have some compassion for the people that are just making the city great.
It's so true, because imagine if you're in that position, that's the type of work that you're encouraging. Let's jump into our next story. Cute photos.
So cute. You can see the photos next to us. Grammy Wham, if you can't see the photos, go on Facebook, YouTube, I was going to say Twitter, X or TikTok, and you can see adorable snaps of Dubai's newlyweds in Greece. So Sheikha Mahra is the daughter of Dubai ruler His Highness Sheikh Mohammed bin Rashid Al Maktoum, and her new husband Sheikh Mana Al Maktoum Khatib Al Khatib were spotted jet skiing in Greece. Sorry, my bad. The couple's most stunning nuptials went viral. We spoke about it. We loved the outfits. We loved the overall vibe. Back in June, when the bride wore a majestic white gown by Dubai-based designer Ezra Couture.
You remember the photos, guys? It was because it's so rare that we get to see these behind-the-scenes photos of this amazing ceremony, and blown away. And she wore that as stunning gown, and then complemented by her husband Sheikh Mana, who wore traditional Emirati attire. They both looked incredible. Fast forward now a couple of months, and they're clearly enjoying newlywed bliss. So we've seen photos of them shooting together, and then most recently, there's just 2 photos. They're jet skiing, and then it's tagged Mykonos, Greece, and you're just thinking, that's a good time.
Like, enjoy your life.
Enjoy your life.
The honeymoon is the best period, and like the honeymoon years, it's not just like you go out to your honeymoon and you're like amazing, great. No, like that entire period of time, like you get to know someone on like a personal level of like, obviously like you meet someone before and like it's a whole thing, but when you get to like really live with someone and be a part of their lives and go through all these milestones together, and like the photo albums will be amazing, you know, especially if you have a professional photographer. Like just to have that with someone is like life's greatest joy.
So true and so sweet. I put a question to you. You mentioned for professional photographers. So sometimes when you go to these resorts, they offer that to you. Sometimes it's even free. I know I've seen it in the Maldives. Are you the type of couple that would go for that? By the way, these don't look like professional shots, which is what I like about them. They're very natural, but just...
So here's the thing. My brother and his wife came here last month. They went to, I won't mention the place, but basically to eat with like wild animals like giraffes and everything. They paid $180 per photo, per professional photo. $180, like it accumulated to like 700 dirhams at the end. So no, I will not be paying for professional photos when you've got an iPhone.
No, but you could have like, let's say you and Bay go to a stunning beach resort, and you can get like beautiful, and you see a lot of people like they'll do the dress up, like they'll wear beautiful dresses, and you know you'll walk candidly down the beach, and you'll have a professional photograph, and it could be free.
Well, if it's free, that's a whole different story.
It's free.
Like
as part of your expensive resort package.
You paid for it, you deserve it. Hopefully it's complimentary. Like, yeah, like why not? You know, like it's a whole different level to phones, but the phone does the job. But also like those photos you can get framed, and like at the same time, like you take selfies and photos on your phone and you never really look at it. Like I bought a printer for that purpose, but then if you have like, it's different. It is a different vibe. Like those photos are, they have props most of the time. Like they know the good lighting, the photographers. They change dresses, they're out at sunset. I was gonna say sunset photos, like. So if they're free, you're doing it, but if it's 180 per pic, not a hope. I have an iPhone. Yeah, not for me. Let's jump into our next story. Could you road trip with your family? Well, this family is doing something, but they're doing something incredible. It's a family road trip. 16 countries, 73-year-old car, and it starts now. So it's not one generation, not two, but 3 generations hitting the road together in that classic car, and they're going to go through 16 countries in total. So the Thakur family from India will be cruising in a 1950s Indian registered car all the way from India to London, covering 12,000 kilometers through 16 countries. They're on a mission to bring joy to every country they stop by, and they've just made it to Dubai, having to ship the car from Mumbai to Dubai. They're currently awaiting custom clearance for their cherished 1950 MG YT car that they refer to as the La Pari of Red Angel.
Given all of the hurdles, they have a game plan. They'll be back they'll have the back of the first ever Indian-made camper van named Lal Parki Ki Sahel Eli, and they're using solar panels to mitigate some electricity required during their stay, which is a smart move. So, 16 countries, 3 generations, classic car. Honestly, for me, it's a dream to do that road trip. Could I do it with my mom?
Like, in theory, it's a good
I love
idea.
you, Mammy.
She's watching, right?
She's watching.
In theory, it's a good idea. In practice, definitely not. Like, I have, like, my family, the only trip we all did together was to the Maldives. Tragic. It was one island. You could walk around it in 20 minutes. But to be
nice trip.
It was, honestly. But to be in a car through 16 countries, 12,000 kilometers, I couldn't.
Which relationship would be the trickiest for you?
Just all of us with my dad. Realistically, like he has his quirks, you know, and they're quirks for a reason.
Quirks for a reason.
But also, I just wouldn't do it, honestly.
The Thakur family, more props to you, and we cannot wait to follow your journey. We love that you're starting it here in Dubai. It's going to be a Netflix show. It's going to be on Netflix. Like, I'm imagining now, like, please film every second. Because I like, family, great. I could do it with, my significant other.
Yeah.
My better half.
But like the entire family, like it would be.
Actually, we have like 6 siblings and my mum, so 7. So we need, if we had a big fancy camper van.
Yeah. Still no.
Still tricky.
But you know what's honestly really cool about this? Like, over everything, 3 generations, like for the youngsters to have that memory with their
really
grandparents, like personally, like I have, like most of my grandparents like died when I was really little, and I don't have those memories, like, but to have that 3 generations, those photos, those professional photos, worth a lifetime. That's the best part.
You're so right. Like, we joke about that, but actually at the end of the day, having that cherished time with family would be more important than ever. And I just imagine, like, my nieces and nephews, if we got to 3 generations now, how important that would be for them when they grew up. Oh, adorable.
Imagine if the Kardashians did it. They'd each have their own camper van, because that's a big family and they do things in bulk, So like that would be a great experience.
But this is interesting because it's becoming a trend recently. We've documented a couple of kind of families, groups, couples doing amazing road trips. Someone's driving from here to China, and in these like big like pimped out cars, amazing. So yeah, maybe if they're looking for a storyline for season 59 on Hulu, they could look here for inspiration.
Or a spin-off. Courtney, Kim, Chloe, Kylie, Kendall, Rob, Chris,
Bruce,
Caitlin.
Caitlin.
North, Saint, Psalm, what's the other one? Stormy, Dream. Like, it's all their names in the title.
Are you missing
Chai?
Chai,
Penelope, Mason. I lost count. I don't know who I said and who I did it. No, there's one. Rain.
Can anyone who's just joined the show figure out why Shahir is saying all these words? They are the
Kardashian Jenner clan.
The Kardashian Jenner clan. Guys, it is 8:48 on a Wednesday morning, and those are our top stories for today. We'll be back with you tomorrow morning, same time, same place. Thank you for joining the show.
As always, it's been a pleasure, Casey.
Bye, guys. See you tomorrow.